Good morning, La Casa de Cristo, and everyone watching online. It's so great to have you here this morning. Another beautiful Sunday morning here at La Casa, and we're happy to have you here for that which takes place in between the before and the after. This is the interlude. If you were just in worship at the 8 a.m. service, you heard the beautiful music by Danny McKeon. Danny, welcome. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Such a beautiful piece this morning. Everybody here in house enjoyed it. We had comments online about how beautiful the music was. And I got to say, for myself, Danny, when I'm listening to it, it's so calming. It's so relaxing. It's such a peaceful instrument. Tell us about that instrument that you're playing.
So the instrument that I'm playing is a low D tin whistle. So kind of a remnants of last week where they had the Irish whistler play. This one's just an octave lower. And the piece that I played is an Irish tune called Interlude. And it's based off the state of Inisheer in Ireland.
Wow.
And here
it is.
Here it is right here. So this one's all metal. You can get them in wood as well. So this one's a metal one. It's a pretty pricey little thing, even though it's not very little. But yeah, it's a great instrument, and the low whistle really has like the breathy qualities that the high whistle doesn't. I mean, the high whistle does if you are able to manipulate it a little bit more. But this one has a lot more breathier quality to it. So,
how long have you been playing this instrument? When's the first time you got this particular instrument?
This one I got like 2 or 3 years ago, and then I just play it every time I have some downtime. So.
Very good. Now, in just a little bit here, not quite yet, but in just a little bit, I want to get a little sample of this again.
Okay.
But I have a few more questions for you before we get that. You are so musically inclined in general. How long have you been playing any sort of instrument?
Well, I mean, I started teaching myself when I was like 18, but I have a lot of inspirations, or a lot of idols, and lots of them are here at the church. So they kind of make me try to be better than I already am. So.
Well, what's the first instrument you started tinkering with?
Well, it was piano when I was like 18, just jamming out with some friends. Like, friends inspired me, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna learn some Linkin Park, and then I played some Linkin Park. So.
That's when he came to La Casa when he was 18. So.
Very good. And speaking of his idols, here's one of his idols here this morning. Danny, why don't you introduce this idol of yours?
This here is my mom. She's been coming here for, I don't know, so long as I can remember, 13 years since her sister was here too. So.
And you are in the choir.
Right.
And you often cantor for us.
Right.
You had a beautiful piece last night. Tell us about that piece.
Well, I've sung Via Dolorosa for many years, even when I was at the other Lutheran church before I came here, Monte of Olives Lutheran Church, way back. But something about that piece really connects me, and I feel so much closer to God, and I can express my feelings when I'm singing it. And I really get emotionally into the number. But anyways, I love that. And I do love doing special music here and singing in the choir and cantoring, whatever. I just love music.
And does music just run in your family, Buffy? And is that how you pass it on to Danny here?
My nephew is a director of one of the Air Force bands in Washington, D.C. right now. And then, well, my mother played accordion and organ, and my dad was in the Marine band playing the clarinet. And that was sort of passed down the licorice stick to my nephew, and then to my sister. She played the clarinet too in her band, high school band. I played the violin, but.
It's so great. And what do you think of your son here playing in worship with us?
Oh my gosh, I'm very, very proud of him. I love him so much.
Absolutely. We're so blessed to have both of you here. And I do want to get another taste of your flute here.
Yeah.
Danny, I'll hold your microphone for you and give us a little taste here. So beautiful, Danny. Like I say, so calming, so relaxing. Thank you for that. Do the two of you ever sing or play music together?
When I was younger, in my younger days, we used to do lots of things together at a Montevallo's Lutheran church.
We did a military thing where when he tap danced, he's also a tap dance teacher.
He does it all.
Yeah. So he tap dances. I sang Yankee Doodle Dandy, or we did this at the church for their July show kind of thing. It's a Grand Old Flag, a whole bunch of them. And Mike Herber, my nephew, wrote the music for us to do it. Just goes on and on. But anyway, it was so much fun when he was little. He was like that high when we were doing it at Monte Olives, and it was a lot of fun, huh, Daniel?
Yeah, that was lots of good memories.
Yeah.
I think it's time again for the two of you to do something together. So we'll look forward to that. You two work on something, Planet, and we'll look forward to seeing that. Now, Danny, you not only supply your gifts here through the church as being a volunteer, but you also work in our AV booth, which is located in the back of the sanctuary. Tell us about the work that you do back there.
Lots of times in the back there, just pushing buttons. So it's a really fun experience to just kind of be back there with all the guys there, just pushing those buttons. Sometimes I might push the wrong button, and then we won't talk about that though. So, but no, there's a lot of great guys back there, and they always come to work with a smile on their face, and it's a really good change of pace, especially in a world filled with chaos. Sometimes it's good to come here to kind of shake all that off and just be. And be in a place where everyone kind of has that same mindset, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, thank you for what you do back there, Danny. We're so blessed by your work because you're back there on the soundboard, but you're so musically inclined, so you can follow right along with what's going on. Buffy, Danny, thank you both, and thank you for joining us today for the Interlude.